Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series. This is on the members server and it is the Pallegney map. I do hope I have pronounced that at least vaguely correctly, but it is by MA7 Studios and it is an absolute piece of art. So it would have been a shame not to do this map. So we're going to do it. We will have up to 16 players and yes, we are kind of looking like Dennis in disguise, but we're not Dennis. I should call myself not Dennis. Right, so we have £1 million. As you can see, and we don't actually start off with any land, but we do start off with machinery, so it's a bit of a mystery. So we have a £584,000 purchase initially, which is the main yard, which actually includes a cow shed, yes we are called the Cuddly Cat Farm, and the chicken pasture, and also a bunker silo, which is pretty nice, and a multifunctional shed. So yeah, everybody is swarming. Who is that? Swarming to the yard, understandably, which gives us some starting machinery. We have a class, actually everything was already here, I didn't add this stuff in, but we're gonna have to get more stuff because we do not have enough machinery for everybody. So yes, the class Evian 450 can actually start immediately because we do have a field ready to harvest here. We have got a John Deere tractor with the baler, a class tractor with the trailer, we've got a pickup truck as well. Hopefully it wasn't the pickup truck that was drifting. But yeah, this leaves a bit of a black hole because we've got a lot of players and not that much machinery. So I think really for farmland, for purchasing farmland, we're going to have to go for fields which are actually ready to harvest, because otherwise it's going to be a big mistake. We need stuff to do, we need stuff to harvest. So 31 is a great field to buy. So we'll just go straight in with that. Fantastic field, nice and big, and also it's canola, so it's going to generate quite a bit of money. Now, we do have alfalfa, mustard, and cover crop on this map as well. So it's got new, well, not new anymore because the map's been out a while, but you know, non-original crop types, which is nice, very nice indeed. The alfalfa, I can imagine, is going to be very, very good. And actually, how much is that for? 206. Well, we do need money for machinery. Is that field there already? I'm just going to quickly get some stuff together. Yes, we'll get that one as well. So there we go. Purchase that. And yeah, that one's ready. But what is it? Canola, okay. Buy that. So we have fields. Hooray! Now we need some machinery. So we're going to need things to put crops back in again as well. So yeah, this slot count thing, it used to be a thing for console, but I think if you're doing crossplay, even if you're on PC, I think it does cause this issue. So we're going to have to be a bit careful with that. Of course, if we do exceed it and we can't actually grow any more because of it, we'll have to remove crossplay. But today, we are on crossplay. So anyway, we're going to get one of these outright. I don't know if we're going to be able to call it Daggerwin. Oh, we probably can. Yeah, hooray, Daggerwin. Don't know why I get so excited at my own name, because it's really not that exciting. At least Daggerloos doesn't fit on there. That's always good. Right, and how much is it for an engine boost? £8,500. Well, okay. Because it's the one we're buying outright, it does make sense. Yeah, and also, let me just double check this. We've also got some MB tracks. We had to go for the Lizard MB track because it's on crossplay again. So I think we'll get one of these rented. So if we go on lease, it's not that expensive. Okay, so we are not actually playing with precision farming because we do enough of that already. But we do still have the crop calendar and everything, so we will be restricted on what we are planting and when we're planting. That's the big thing. I need a farm manager, so let me just quickly assign one. That's interesting. So we actually don't have that many console players at all. We only have Teen Wolffan 11. Very interesting. It's all action already. Right, I'm just going to stop the recording because I need to sort out some more machinery, and I'm sure you don't want to just see the entire video in the shop, but we're just going to get a few things and then it's going to, it's going to work. We're going to actually be able to do some stuff. super keen on getting that field because it's going to be so good to have an alfalfa field, and with it being that shape, it's just going to be so easy to work in. I think it's probably already flowered, but yeah, look at the size of this. Okay, we're going to get a loan, we're going to get some more machinery, and I'll see you in a second. Okay then, so we are all sorted. We have got quite a lot of machinery now. The drill has already gone out, and well, it looks like actually we've got too many machines. I can't actually get through. It's all kind of busy. But we're going to head to field number 35, which is actually really close. The yard's here, the store is here, and that field is right there. So, yeah, if I can get through, we will get to the alfalfa field. The beginning of a series is always pretty chaotic, but we'll get settled in. And for anybody wondering how this is actually going to work, it's not, the server is not going to stay running when I'm not recording. So we're not just going to suddenly come to episode 2 and the farm will look completely different. We'll be continuing from where we left off, just like with a single player. Where is this field? It's up here, isn't it? I just went round the roundabout completely unnecessarily. What fun. Yeah, because with Sandy... No, not Sandy Bay. The previous auction day map that we did, it changed names. But yeah, that one, we just sort of left the server going, and many things changed. Right then, so here we are. I think what I'm going to do is put this into 2 laps of the headland. It will need to be rowed up, of course, but I have just rented a windrower for somebody to use. There's always going to be a lot of people on this server. It is a member server, as I said, but it's worked so well in the past. For some reason, I just don't know what it is. Whenever I have a server, even if it's password protected, I still get people coming on and just ruining it. But as soon as I made it members only, the server is still full, and it's just been an absolute joy. So, yeah, that is probably the way it's going to stay. And honestly, I actually did have a 24/7 server before, and it was open to everybody, and nobody joined. So probably partly my fault because I didn't really play on it too much. But still, yeah, it didn't really prove to be that popular. Power is going to be a slight issue here. We can't go for the top tractors yet, although this is still a Massey Ferguson 5713, so it is the biggest in this range. We'll get it done. I know it's not, we're not flying, but we are on a bit of an incline here, and it will, in the end, become alright. Although I think Dominic is probably going to want to overtake me because he has only got 1 mower, as he doesn't have the front linkage. And, yeah, I think it's also ever so slightly more powerful, that tractor. Anyway, we'll see how we go. We're mowing alfalfa. It does look a lot more beautiful when it's in flower. Purple flowers, but still, we must get it cut. Oh, also, I think it just regrows as well, like grass. Ah, teamwork. As they say, dreamwork makes the team work. So, yes, it is. It's all going extremely well. I didn't realise we were actually short on a tractor, so I've just got another tractor in the lineup. I think everybody now has one. I hope everybody now has one. As you can see, all these fields that we purchased are just being eaten by the combine. And already for number 3, the starting field is being, I think it's being drilled. So there we go. We don't need to go back up because we have got Frivava finishing off. I hope I have pronounced the name correctly. Right, okay, so I think we're probably going to take things back to the yard. I do just want to see this field though. Yep, so it's already being drilled. Cultivated, sorry. But we do have a drill. So which field is being drilled? Because we do have one. Unless nobody ever used it. Maybe nobody used it. Okay, well, let's fold up. Let's get these mowers taken home. And we'll go from there. So, yes, the Matthew Fergusons were a little bit underpowered for these mowers, but we're just making do with what we can afford. One day, we'll be able to afford some very big machinery, but that day is not today, because we're currently doing this with a loan, so we've just got to get the money first. But it's going to be nice to experience this map and see it all properly. The drivers are still as bad as I am, pulling out in front of everybody. Okay, Scottish is having some lag issues. And the farm is just up here. So here is the tractor which I just rented with the baler. We do have 2 balers, so technically things should go quite quickly. Although I think the starting baler, was that my entrance? Yeah. I think the starting baler is only capable of making 125 centimetre bales, whereas the one which I rented can do at least 150. It's a nice yard. Seed bags there. It's been a long time actually since I did the first look video on here. There's the seed drill, so we should probably get that out of there because there should be a crop, probably canola, which we can put in today. But I won't do the field which is being cultivated because it is a direct drill, and it would mean that the work which is being done there is all for nothing because I would just go over it anyway. So we'll leave Rob Dag to do that for another crop type which does need to be cultivated. Probably a planter. Well, you can get direct planters, but we won't be able to afford one, I don't think. Okay, so this is full. Let's get canola set, and let's go to a field which is going to be a good one for this. I think one of these two. I don't like to do canola and then canola, but it makes sense because there's no straw that's going to be in the way. And as we know, the JCB is currently in the alfalfa field, so yeah, if there are any bales being produced over here, they're not going to be moved anytime soon. I would normally jump cut, but I won't do, so we can see this wonderful map. Try to run over the pedestrians, that's never good. It's a very different feel to any other map actually. I don't know any other maps that are like this. It feels unique. I can see why it won the vote. Right, canola and that one. These fields are so small. We do have 2 combines. That's ours over there. This one here is rented. I didn't rent it. I didn't think we needed it, but looking back, maybe we do. Right, anyway, yes, we're going to put canola into here. Just look at this stream. So beautiful. And I know it's a very fast turnaround. We've still got the combine in the field when we put the next crop in. Oh yeah, we do need to... Whoops. We do need to rent a wrapper. Probably that one. Yeah, that one should be fine. There we go, that's for the alfalfa. So, I'm going to get this done. Don't know how long it's going to take, but it shouldn't take too long. As you can see, it's not a very big field. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to do any more drilling. It is rather slow. Doesn't make for the best viewing experience, but we do now have 3 contracts underway. You can actually see one of the combines from here, pretty nearby. It is tempting to get a bale stacker, that's for sure. But the good thing about the contracts, of course, is we can get more money. It pays for rentals. And it gives us work to do. Because for 16 people in the server, it is difficult to find the work. Because you can't just go flying through the months. You've got to stay in the same month for quite some time. So working on other people's fields is the best way. But there we go. It is good that we now have a crop in the ground. So yes, although it is exactly the same crop as what came out of it, it doesn't actually affect anything in this game. You don't need to have a crop rotation, although it does make sense. Okay, right, so there we go. Let's get this taken back to the yard, and I'm very interested to see what is happening in the alfalfa field, because I know that it's being baled and wrapped. Is that folded up? Yeah, it is, okay. Good. Right, so we're going to pop it back in the shed. And it would be good to grab a case tractor or something, because I know we do use a lot of Massey Ferguson tractors. Here's the class tractor in front. We actually have 2 of those. One of them is ours and one of them is rented. Mr. Potato. So yeah, this is the other entrance to the farm, which is probably more suitable for combine harvesters, even though it's still very, very tight. Yeah, so we're getting a nice neat collection. Windrowers there, mowers here. And a drill in the middle. There we go, okay. So we have got a JCB. I don't know if anybody is using it. It looks like they're not, because we do have succeed. Yes, we do have quite a lot of bales just sitting around, so I think I'll take over. Thing is, these bales are going to be going straight for selling as soon as they are fermented. So they could stay in the field. They don't have to go anywhere. I'm worried that somebody's going to take the bales to a sell point before they're fermented, because they would literally be selling. Well, it would be the same effect as grass bales, even though they're alfalfa bales. They need to ferment to get the value. Very nice telehandler. I do like the JCB. It always looks good. Even with a Daggerwin bumper sticker on the back, it looks great. Okay, so we will continue clearing. And luckily, I'm not that bad at stacking round bales, so this shouldn't go too badly. I hope. We'll just have to see. Well, it is coming together very, very nicely. Look at this trailer. We actually have more than enough space because we're almost done. There's not actually that many more to pick up. Hopefully Scottish is going to... No, wait, not Scottish. Whoever it is, I think it's Addy with the wrapper. Hopefully Addy is going to be fairly close when that next one drops. Then we can put 2 more on, and then, I don't know, maybe 2 more after that, I would suspect. Scottish is just dropping one right now. That's great. Great timing. Great positioning. You can see the cultivating happening over there. Let me just get the flexi thing rented because somebody was requesting it. If I can find cultivators, there we go. Although actually, I think it comes into disc harrow. Flexi thing. There we go. Flexi thing. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I think probably a maximum of 2 more after these 2. Possibly 3. But it's going to be a seriously good load, but it does need to go somewhere to ferment. Otherwise, we're going to just lose so much money. And he's got another one here, and then, well, he might bring the other one over. So we'll just put this on as well. But it's been good, hasn't it? It's been a very interesting first episode. I know we have spent over £1 million and we have a load of stuff rented. But as we already knew, when you're doing multiplayer with up to 16 people, you can start to bring in the money pretty quickly. And just selling this load of alfalfa should be rather profitable, although not like it was back in FS15. It's worth a fortune. Well, not alfalfa specifically, but silage. Probably didn't need to go quite so high with those ones there, but it doesn't really matter. We would now have a full second layer. So what is left? What do we have? Looks like there's going to be another one, maybe 2. So I was underestimating a bit. Rockman has got that one. Thanks for the help, Rockman. And Scottish, what have you got there? Have you got anything to drop? No, probably not. Okay, there is actually one more straw bale. It was the first bale out. I think we can probably move on. I don't think there's going to be another bale. Just watching. No. Okay. So as I said, these do need to go somewhere out of the way where they can ferment, where nobody's going to think, oh, a load of bales, let's go and sell them. Which would be fine once they're fermented, but until that day, which will probably be next month actually, just later on next month, yes, they want to be out the way of everybody. We've already got Dominic putting on the lime, so that's going to increase our yield for next time. Andy is busy. You can see we've got all 3 contracts going at the same time. 3 harvesting contracts. I don't know how though, because we've only got... Oh no, wait, we do have 3 combines. I think somebody did rent another combine, which is, again, not what I would do, but fair enough. Right, let's really test this JCB. Can it pull this up the hill? Not a very steep hill, but it is rather heavy. Look out, car. And you. Oh no, I haven't made a car traffic jam, I've made a tractor traffic jam. A tractor jam. Rockman's going to overtake. Okay, yeah, so we're going over there. back to the farm. We're going to have to take this thing round the roundabout. And it's all downhill from here. Yeah, I don't know, I hope we can get underneath the building. Whoa, hello. Crikey! Oh, blimey! Gonna crash my new JCB. Come on, car. Back up, please. I only took your bumper off. You don't need to kick up such a fuss. Right, okay. Where is the entrance? I'm not used to it yet. Speed bump. Oh. If only we had that back there, that might have helped. Yes, here we go. Because we can't really go through the archway because that's really, really low. I'll have to go through here. Why do the traffic always stop in the worst places? Oh, he was going to go, was he? He's going to go. No, he's just making sure we're even more blocked. Oh, come on. Go away, van. Go. We're not in your way. Well, Addy is, but I'm not. Go on. Not you, white car. You're staying there. There, I've put my foot down. Actually, yeah, it's not too low at all through here. So is that a bale sell point in the shed? It might be. Is the whole shed a bale sell point? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go too close to that. Huh. Well, we do not want to be anywhere near it. So I'm just going to tuck it around the back somewhere. Yeah, I'll back it into there. When I say I'll back it into there, it might take me a few years, but I'll back it into there. Nice, I actually did it. Quite impressed with myself there, because I'm usually really bad at dolly trailers. Okay, right, so there should be no reason for anybody to think, oh look, all these bales, let's sell. If they do, they do, but this episode will have gone out by the time we record the next one, most likely, so hopefully everybody who's going to play on the server will have at least watched episode number 1. Right, oh, we need to fill them up. We could have just filled them up instead of doing all the silage bells. Well, there's always next time. So, I'm just going to tab through and see what tractors are available. We've got the Lizard Trac here. I don't think it's very powerful, so I think most people are opting not to use it for carting. It's just on the header. Yeah, it's just on the header trailer. And actually, we may be going for a field move in a second. 62, that is 66% completed. But, well, Andy is, yeah, going with the approach of no expense spared. Because Andy has got the gold New Holland. With not a very big header, so I fear this may have just been Andy wanting to use a fairly extravagant piece of machinery. Well, at least it's bringing in the money. This is a mustard field. It looks identical to canola, but it does say mustard. Addy's riding in the cab with me. It looks very cosy. With my beret. It is very cosy in here, my goodness. Whatever you do, don't release any gas. The windows don't open. What the? How many people can ride on this thing? I don't know who that is. There's no name for some reason. Oh, it's Fry Father. Okay. Right. I don't know why I'm driving as if I've got a trailer for karting. At least with this one we're not Daggerwin, we are just Daggerwin. It's like, that almost could be a full name, couldn't it? It could be Dag as the first name and Irwin as the surname. Ah, what have they done to my name? Whoa! Is that like a re-weld? Yeah, look at that welding on the side. I think it is anyway. Oh, it's really detailed. Whoops. but not drive off while Andy's trying to put the trailer on. Header on the trailer. Yes, he's trying to put the trailer on the header. Okay. Let's move fields. So there's 2 more and they're both at 80%. Is that header going to fall off? It is, isn't it? Don't think it's clipped on. I can actually just sort out the money. So there we go. And then the other 2, they're not anywhere near here. Sorry, one of those was actually a completed job. This one is not finished yet because the grain has not been delivered. So there is actually only 1 active, and it is 73. So I don't have to get there, but yeah, you'd have to cross the river to go that way. I don't know. We'll just drive. Okay, here we are. We did actually lose the header right at the end, as you probably just witnessed, but we're pretty much there. It's really not on properly now either, but I think this is the dealership, yeah. So it is rented, we're just going to return it. Yeah, the class is ours. So, return, and also the header trailer, I suppose, yep. Not, yes, it's because, yeah, it needs detaching, because we've turned into a people carrier, so, yeah. There we go. It thinks it's in use because there's people in the tractor. Okay, well, I think we are going to leave this episode here. It has been very interesting. It's been, I think, quite a long session as well. Make sure my bales are still there. I've got my eye on you, bales. You don't let anybody drive off. Oh, I inadvertently made some steps. Very nice. Whoa! Except for that one. I forgot that step. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.